Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a great weekend. As always, I appreciate you guys for joining back to watch the video. To the subscribers of the channel, thank you guys so much. And if you're not yet subscribed, please do how to subscribe to the channel. Let me give you guys the latest update for this minute. Of course, Coach Finidi is now the new coach, and there's still a lot to be done, as you know, as we've talked about in previous video. The last time I talked about Finidi not willing to, or seemingly not willing to, work with the likes of Amunike and Amokachi as his assistants, even though NFF, you know, has now given him the opportunity to actually select from these guys. In fact, NFF gave him the opportunity to select from 4 people according to the list, and Amokachi is one of them. Amunike, of course, one of them. Michael Nsien is the 3rd person, and we have the 4th person, Usman Abdullah. These are the 4 guys that NFF, you know, gave him the opportunity to pick his assistants from. But the report is that Finidi is not willing to take 3 of these people, including Amunike, Amokachi, and Usman Abdullah. But he is open to actually working with Michael Nsien as his assistant. Of course, you remember Michael Nsien is one of the top guys that actually vied for that Super Eagles top job. He's an American, he's a Nigerian American, currently, you know, handling the US under 21 team. Or there's a possibility that Finidi would like to work with him, but not the other 3 guys. So I mentioned the last time that Finidi's most preferred option is actually, you know, picking his assistant coaches by himself, you know, without NFF actually pushing people or referring people to him, because he wants to have the opportunity to select people that have the same mindset, mentality, people that view the game the way that he views it. And of course, he wants to be clear from the whole drama of actually working with the people that he contested for the job with, which is a little bit political, if you might, you know, if you think of it in a way. Finidi plans to meet with the NFF's hierarchy from next week. That's according to the report. Next week is going to meet with these top guys in NFF, and one of the, you know, bunny topics that they are going to talk about and try and trash out is the topic about assistant coach. So based on the updates, that same next week that he will have the meeting with NFF's hierarchy, that's when it's going to start his official duty as the Nigerian Super Eagles head coach. And aside from the assistant coach being one of the issues that they will talk about, they would also talk about things like contract and, you know, and the duration of the contract. So a very reliable source says that he's going to get that 1-year contract with an option to actually extend if he does well. And doing well means, you know, he qualifies Nigeria for the World Cup, you know, and then for the AFCON 2025. And the update from this source also states that if he gets to the semi-finals of the 2025 AFCON, then it's going to trigger a 2-year contract extension. So what this basically means is that, you know, he's going to start small with a short-term contract of 1 year, and then depending on his performances, he's going to get renewal at specific, you know, milestones if he does well with the team. And I'm sure you know that Nigeria faces an uphill battle to qualify for the World Cup, because, you know, we are currently in 3rd position after having started in a really bad way, getting 2 draws, you know, in our first 2 games. And you know, next month being July, we obviously have 2 games to play. First with South Africa on the 3rd, and then later towards the middle of the month we play Benin Republic. And for we to qualify, we obviously have to, for we to get assurance, guarantee of qualifying, we have to top this group, because our qualification obviously depends on winning these 2 games next month. Another related story is the one that concerns Nigerian Super Eagles former defender Udeze. He has now sent out a stern warning to NFF to not impose these guys, ex-internationals, ex-teammate of Finidi, to him or on him, for him to make them assistant coach in the same regime. That it's not a good idea. It's completely something that, you know, might frustrate Coach Finidi, and that Finidi himself should not agree to this suggestions from NFF. If Udeze believes that, you know, if Finidi is going to be successful, the first step that he needs to do is not work with any of these ex-international players or ex-teammates, especially the ones that, you know, obviously vied for the top job with him, Amunike and Amokachi. That, yeah, you know, it's a recipe for failure if he works with these guys, because these guys want his job, and he beat them to it. And working with them as like junior colleagues or assistants is not going to bring out the best in him. So he has advised Finidi to go for his assistant coaches by himself. He should go for the selections of the assistant coaches by himself and not take recommendations from NFF. For the last update, guys, let me let you know that a very shocking update is coming from the camp of the Golden Eaglets, or the under-17. Of course, you know, Manu Garba handles this one. Then the last time we talked about him, we talked about how he invited 51 players for the screening, and how he has been preparing these guys for the WAFU B competition in Ghana. Again, they've played a couple of friendlies, winning a majority of them, just joining only few. But the shocking update right now is that these players, half of them or more than half of them, have failed MRI test, the mandatory MRI test. So half of these players have failed the mandatory MRI test, and this comes at a very, very crucial stage, you know, because based on the reports, Manu Garba has until this Monday, to actually submit the names of the players, 25 players that he has selected for the WAFU B competition in Ghana. But most of these players have failed the mandatory MRI test, and the update now is that they have been disqualified or rejected, you know, by the WAFU B organizers, that they cannot partake. So this leaves us in a very dire situation, because, you know, we don't have enough players to actually make the quota for this one. And what makes it even more worse is that some of the best players in the squad also failed the MRI test, which means that we are not ready. Like, we are totally not ready for this one, and we might even get disqualified from going for the competition because our players are not qualified. They failed the MRI test. What do you think about this? What is the way forward? Manu Garba obviously, you know, failing on this one. But again, I'll definitely keep close tab on this one and see how we progress from this one, and what's the next thing that, you know, happens from here. Thank you for watching this video, guys. Let me know what you think about any of the stories that, you know, I talked about on this video. And as always, have a very wonderful weekend. Don't forget to like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done so, and have a lovely weekend ahead, guys.